Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 22nd. You have this card that says Dream Catcher. It says pay attention to the signs, messages, and guidance that come to you at night. You have this Lone Wolf. It says listen to your inner wolf and embrace your sacred wild nature that thirsts for freedom. So there you go. And I definitely feel you fixed signs should be focused on freedom just in general. Anything that can free you up from too much work with the Ten of Wands, or anything that is a burden in your life, making sure that you get out of burdensome situations would be a really good idea. And I understand that we all have responsibilities, or are always going to be things that we have to do or that we're obligated to do for whatever reason. But, can you make something lighter? Even the most burdensome situation, we can turn it around. We can change it in many different ways. You just have to, put your thinking cap on. But I do feel that the Ten of Wands is encouraging you to do that. It's encouraging you to remove yourself or, set yourself free in the best way possible. And like I said, fixed signs right here, the world. I feel that you fixed signs have, and here you go. You cannot make this stuff up. The Four of Wands is literally the card of freedom. So I kind of feel like saying freedom is yours, but the fixed signs have a major focus on freedom. All the energy in Taurus, Uranus in Taurus has a very strong craving for freedom. And so again, this is going to affect you fixed signs on a deeper level, and anything you can do like to remove things that aren't worth it would be a good idea. The Justice card is cause and effect. It says, are the things you're doing, are they getting you closer to the sun? You have the sun here. Or are they moving you farther away from your love, joy, happiness, peace, all that other good stuff? And so I would focus and make sure that you're kind of weighing your options and saying, these certain activities, they take up too much of my time and other activities don't. And again, the thing about the things that are obligations, again, there's sometimes there are certain things that we have to do no matter what because of whatever reason, right? And so again, those things that we have to do, it's like if we get rid of the other burdens that we can get rid of, it gives us more energy to deal with the things that we can't get rid of. So again, I would look at even just the tiny little things that steal your energy, make you sad, or kind of pull you away from what matters. I would look at those things and I would say, like, which one of these things is worth it, and which ones can I remove? I do like the Ten of Wands just in general. He is about to reach his home in the background of the card here, and it says, the 10 wands that he's carrying are his harvest. He is about to have a harvest. So in a lot of ways, I feel that you are about to have a harvest here, Scorpio, and things are about to improve for you. So, this has been a long journey. He planted those wands. Again, they are his harvest, but he is burdened. So I feel, you've been on this long journey, and sorry, I'm losing my voice, but he's been on this long journey. Now he's coming back to his home. You have the Six of Cups, and I will say, going this way, we have the Six of Cups to the Sun here. The Six of Cups and the Sun are both cards of like your inner child. The Six of Cups can represent your inner child, and then this right here is your inner child. So I feel that embracing like a more fun, playful, lighthearted energy this week would be a really good idea for you. Doing something that's fun would be a good idea as well. And pretty much every single sign for the mid-monthly readings had something about needing to have more fun, or needing to enjoy yourself more, needing to be more playful. Like all those things would be a really good idea. I think that the fun stuff that we do, that's what really recharges our batteries. So I feel like you need to, again, make sure that you're doing that. With the Justice card, you have the Seven of Cups. I feel like saying big dreams. Like you have big ideas, big plans for your life. And the Seven of Cups, normally the guy is looking at the Seven Cups and he sees all these good things and bad things that are in the cups. But, really the story of the Seven of Cups is that he needs to find out. He is imagining the outcome to, these big plans that he has, but he's not necessarily doing anything about it. So I feel like this whole reading is really saying, take the risk with the Five of Swords to make something happen, or, take the risk to manifest something here on Earth. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Emperor. Yeah, again, the Emperor is about taking the action necessary to make something happen. He's bold, confident. He really kind of takes control of his situations as well. I feel like it's no mistake that the world shows up right next to him here as well. The world would literally represent manifesting something onto the world. Manifesting something down on Earth. So I feel it is time for you to kind of like manifest, like I said, your plan here on Earth with that Emperor energy. I also feel like you need to pay attention to like opportunities this week. I'm getting, there could be some opportunities where if you emperor him. The emperor, he's sitting down, but he has his armor on underneath his cloak on a traditional emperor, and it says he is ready to go at a moment's notice. So I feel like you need to be ready this week. With the Six of Cups, you have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, definitely a victory coming in for you. I feel like for some of you, this could be love. Not really a love reading, but, there is a little bit of love here. Six of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Four of Wands. So if you are hoping for a connection, I do feel that there could be a really solid connection, and this could just represent communication between the two of you. I also feel this could be like a victory, though. So you have that Five of Swords, and the funny thing about the Five of Swords is that it can represent winning at all cost. Personally, I think that the fives in the tarot have the easiest solutions, and the solution for the Five of Swords to me is to take a risk to have a victory. And sometimes, like, maybe he's entering into battle, but he doesn't think he can win, or maybe he doesn't know if he can win. And I feel this is saying, like, take the risk to really make something happen. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have a skunk card. It says conflict avoidance, discretion, and lunar energy. You have this blue heron. It says diplomacy, peacemaking, and positive omen. So clearly, there's like good luck coming in for you. Obviously, if something doesn't seem right or smell right with the skunk, then I would avoid whatever that situation is with the Five of Swords for sure. It does kind of look to me like you are moving away from something. I'll show you in a second, but you have the Five of Swords, Six of Swords to the Four of Wands. So again, really, this reading is about you setting yourself free. The heron is also an animal of like self-reliance. It can represent relying on yourself to accomplish something. And the Five of Swords can also be a card of like self-reliance and, kind of relying on yourself to accomplish something, like I just said. I'm repeating myself now. But, I feel like he is the winner on his own. And, I feel for a lot of you, you're about to kind of like have a win in your life. Kind of the funny thing is, like, I feel like some people aren't going to like it. Again, he has won at all cost, which isn't necessarily a good thing. But that's not really what I'm getting here, Scorpio. I'm not sure what I'm getting, if I'm being honest with you, but I'm getting something about how there like might be people that are pissed off with a win that you're having. But, I would say, F them, right? Who cares? And that's what I would say there. You have the World. The World can also be a card of freedom. The whole point of the World is that you get to the world and you start all over again as a fool, and you start the next stage of your journey. And so I do feel that you are kind of starting this next stage of your journey. Something else just popped into my head as well. I think that for some of you with the Five of Swords, that you could be dealing with a situation where you can't be diplomatic. And I think it's because of the other side. So again, some of you might be dealing with like a battle in your life, and I feel like the other side isn't willing to be diplomatic, like they're not coming to an agreement. And so some of you might be leaving the situation, or you might be choosing to have a win in the situations. Like maybe this could be like a legal battle or a divorce or something. It's just popping to my head that way. It could be anything. And I feel like there is no more like settling. It's like you've tried to balance the situation out, justice, but there is no balance. I think the other side isn't willing to balance. So I feel like the gloves are off at this point. And I don't know, it's popping into my head. So there you go. The good news is, again, the World represents completion. So I feel like you are bringing an end to whatever's going on here. And it's like you don't even have to worry about it. You have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is about financial stability, so I do feel like you could be creating a lot of financial stability in your life. I also just feel you are kind of getting a stable footing at this time, so I'm not really getting anything traditional about this Four of Pentacles. I'm not really getting much on it either. It just, like, I think it has to do with you kind of stabilizing yourself in your life, and you're just getting your footing back. With the Five of Swords, here you go. You have the Four of Pentacles. Exactly what I said. Again, and this could be why. Obviously, if you're dealing with like a legal situation or a divorce, or if you're just dealing with like negotiations or something like that, obviously after something like that, you're going to have to stabilize yourself. And that's what I feel like you're doing. With the World, you have the Tower. So the Tower can, of course, represent a tower moment. I feel like this has been, whatever this is, has been a thorn in your side. So, really, I don't feel bad about the Tower at all. You go up to the Sun, over to the Six of Swords. These are cards of, like, moving forward and moving towards happiness. So if you are having a Tower moment, or if you're allowing something to tower in your life, then, obviously this could be a good thing. And that's kind of how I feel about it. The other thing I will say is that the Tower with the World can just represent a move. So it doesn't even, the Tower with the World can just say that you're moving, you're moving on with the Six of Swords here from something. And, again, obviously that would be a good thing. Here you go. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Six of Swords. I really like readings like this. Readings like this just have a nicer flow, right? It kind of when we get these confirmations and we have the Six of Swords twice, confirming what I just said, and we go up to the Ace of Cups. This could say you're going towards true love, but, really I feel the Ace of Cups is protecting your emotions, or the Ace of Cups can represent you getting to a place where you can fulfill yourself. That cup can reach down into that water and it can fill itself back up. So I really feel that the Six of Swords to the Ace of Cups here is kind of saying you're moving on from like everything and you're just moving towards things that bring fulfillment into your life, whatever it is. You have this cobra and this lion. The cobra kind of represents breaking a trance or breaking like a generational curse in your life. And I feel that for some of you, that could be part of what you are moving on from. And, I feel like you're heading towards more positivity. You have this lion card, and the lion is about bravery, and it's also about completing an action. A lion is kind of a beast of burden. A lion has to hunt to survive, right? So it is burdened, Ten of Wands, it is burdened by the fact that, it's always chasing its food. It can't just like sit around and eat grass, right? So I feel that there's like some sort of process in your life that you almost like have to do. We were kind of saying this earlier, and it feels like a little bit of a burden, or it has been a little bit of a burden, but I actually feel like it's making you stronger and braver and like more confident. So whatever you've been through, I think is leading you to strength and, probably like abundance with the Sun card as well. And so I feel like there's a lot of happiness, joy, better times, breath of fresh air type of energy going on here. Not so much of a struggle, right? I think you're getting to that place. Are things perfect? No. But I think you're getting there. And I would encourage you to keep moving towards the Ace of Cups. So how do we move towards Ace of Cups? We have to, again, make sure that we're doing more things that fulfill us and less things that take energy from us. And as long as we're creating that balance, then we'll be fine. And it doesn't even have to be perfect. You can be like 49% burdened, and as long as you're 51% doing things that fulfill you, then that is enough, So I would just make sure that you're focusing on happiness and joy. And by, to do that, you have to do things that make you happy. You have to do things that bring joy into your life. And as long as you do that, then I feel you will be happy and good things will happen. You have the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords can represent moving on to calmer shores, can represent improvements, bigger and better things coming in for you. So I do feel like there is a lot of happiness and joy coming in for you. I also feel like you're letting something go. I feel like you're very focused on freedom and bringing more freedom into your life. I feel like you want creative freedom as well, like the freedom to create a life worth living. That's the Seven of Cups, right? The Seven of Cups, he's spoiled for choice. He has all these options, but he kind of wants the options. He wants the option to pick an option, and whatever option it is, whether it's good or bad. So I think you want that creative freedom. You have the Knight of Wands, same thing. If there was ever a card of, one of the court cards coloring outside the lines, it would be the Knight of Wands. He would do whatever the hell he wants, So the Knight of Wands, he's very spontaneous. He goes on his own adventure, and he's also like the true builder in the tarot. So if he doesn't have something, he will build it. And I feel for a lot of you that you could be building great things right now. He has these 3 pyramids behind him, and the pyramids in the tarot represent a mystery. So it's kind of like a mystery as to how he can build or create something, or, whatever the hell he's doing, who knows. And I feel that for a lot of you, there are some mysteries. Here, we have the Seven of Cups to the Tower to the Knight of Wands. The Seven of Cups would be like how the hell do I do this? So if you have an idea to build a business or get into a relationship or whatever, it's like I kind of feel you have a lot of questions, but the Knight of Wands just says you have to start. With the Sun, you have the King of Pentacles. I feel like this is your financial footing. We were talking about getting a solid footing with the Four of Pentacles, and I feel the King of Pentacles is a card of like wealth. And you could be doing things to increase your wealth, or you could be doing things to make more money. With the Six of Swords, you have the Two of Swords, negotiation, right? The Six of Swords is the card, the Two of Swords is the card of mediation. It's a card of trying to find a middle ground. How funny is it that a second ago I was literally talking about how there like is no middle ground in a situation that you're just going to set yourself free from right here, going this way with the Four of Wands. So I really see that maybe you've been in a stalemate or you've been stuck trying to come to an agreement, and there just is no agreement. There's nothing. With the Knight of Wands, you have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, if you want love, I definitely feel there could be love coming in for you. Again, not really a love reading, but if you want it, it's here. I feel like you could be attracting a little bit of a maverick, a little bit of a rebel, probably a person who colors outside the lines, a person who really does their own thing. So, I don't know, maybe you're into that. So, there you go. But definitely, I feel like this is like a more eccentric person. They probably do their own thing. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this Moth Spirit. It says, surrender now. Surrender to Five of Swords not working out. You have this Whale. It says, trust in the great mystery. Didn't you have like another card like that? I'm not sure, but, I feel like there could be mysteries. I really feel that Seven of Cups is mysterious. It's like there's all these things that you could do, and it's a mystery how you're going to accomplish them. And I feel this is saying just go on the adventure and see what happens, right? Like figure it out later. I think that it's kind of funny because I teach a bunch of YouTube classes. I like work on my own class. Sometimes I work with other people on their YouTube classes as well. And like one of the most common questions I get, like I can tell where people are coming from because they always ask me like, oh, I want to create this video. It's like I can tell that they're trying to just like find an idea that works, which is I totally understand. But they'll have like 3 ideas, and I always tell those people, I'm like, try all 3 because you never know what's going to work for you. And I feel that here. It's like maybe you have a bunch of ideas right now, or like 3 for your life, and I feel like this is saying like life is a playground. Go play. 6 of Cups, son. You need to get out there and enjoy, experiment, play around, have fun. Just see what works. And then when something works, double down on it. Justice says double down on what works. You have the Ace of Cups. Double down on what causes your heart to overflow. The Ace of Cups is your emotions overflowing, being very happy, being able to fulfill yourself. And, with the Ace of Cups, I feel this is what you really need to focus on is, love, joy, happiness, good things coming in for you. And that's what I would pay attention to here. I also do feel, like I said, that there could be a love offer coming in for you with the Ace of Cups. You have the Four of Swords. We have Mars going retrograde at the end of the year, and I would do whatever you can to recharge your batteries, to collect your energy. It's in Leo, which is a very energetic sign, and so I've been telling people, pretty much for this second half of the year, that I would be taking extra time to get extra rest, extra, collect your energy extra, and do extra fun things so you can fill your cups up now so that by the time we get to the end of the year that you have more than enough energy. And it might also be a great time to discover things that make you happy as well. So, I think that fun, enjoyment, our hobbies, those things fill us up. So even during Mercury retrograde, if you're low on energy, you can go do something fun and fill yourself back up. And so, I get plenty of comments from people that say, I don't know what makes me happy. I'm like, well, you better find out. You better go, like, just start experimenting with hobbies and things like that and see what makes you happy. And, find, like, one thing. That's my challenge to you, Scorpio, is, like, find one thing and go and do it. You have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands, of course, can represent marriage. So, again, if you want love, could be a person coming in for you that you will marry. The Four of Wands also represents freedom. So, again, I feel like you could be setting yourself free at this time. And, I think the whole entire reading is really just talking about your path to freedom. With the Ace of Cups, you have the Four of Swords. Again, rest, relax, recover. You can't make this up. I was literally talking about this with the Ace of Cups. Like, find one thing that makes you happy. We have the Four of Swords twice right here. With the Four of Swords, you have the Page of Wands. Yes, Page of Wands says follow your enthusiasm. What makes you feel enthusiastic, excited? What gets you up out of bed in the morning? And again, if you don't have something, I would start experimenting and, try to find something. With the Four of Wands, you have the Two of Wands. Yeah, Two of Wands is about leaving where you are. Two of Wands, he's standing at the top of a castle. And that castle is where he has always been. So the story of the Two of Wands is that he needs to get out of that castle and he needs to go have new experiences. And he needs, it's my card that says variety is a spice of life. So time to experiment. You have this tent card. It says temporary situation. Some of you could be moving or traveling. I felt that earlier. You have this dark man. It says dealings or relationships with a man with dark complexion or hair. And you also have this ring card. It says a marriage will take place either in romance or business. So there you go. Could be a dark man that you are attracting. Could be a woman as well. I'm reading for 1 billion of you. So it could be whatever you're into. Aliens. I don't care what you date, but could be whatever you're into. So there you go. Marriage. It could also be in work or business. You have this tiger. It says doing something risky, taking a chance. 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords with the 4 of Pentacles. And, the 4 of Pentacles could be you holding on to a comfort zone. So it might be time for you to leave a comfort zone and take a big leap of faith towards something new. You have this throne card. It says position of authority. I feel like you're trying to grow your authority. By the way, if you are trying to grow your authority here, you have the Emperor as well. So if you're trying to become like an authority figure or a recognized expert on something, really good reading for that. You have the Sun, which would represent the attention for being an expert. So any of you who are like trying to build an online following or be an expert, really, really good. You have this dog. It says protection from a powerful friend. So I feel like you are protected at this time. But this looks really, really good. Love it. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.